Hello everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. I did. I got a few things done. Make sure you say hello when you come in. We're going to do a few different things today. And I'm not seeing it here. I hope I'm live on my page and not my personal page. Get the glue gun out of the way. We are going to be using everything today. Okay, I think my problem is that I'm wearing my glasses and I can't see my screen. All right, so we are going to create a garland because I thought my tiered tray needs something else. So we're going to do a garland, and then, sorry guys, we're going to do some canvas. We are going to chalk on some canvas and make some stuffed decorations for the tiered tray. And then I think my tiered tray will be finished and ready for this weekend. So I've got 5 different sizes of beads here, and I've got 5 colors of chalk paste that I'm actually going to water down. And I only have 4 trays, so, oh no, I got 5. We're going to water down the chalk paste, and I'm going to paint it on with a wipe. So the colors that I chose were the Shimmer Gold, Shimmer Red, such a pretty color, Orange, just because, you know, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and then Black and White. So let's get this started. Now, I've never watered down gold before, so this is going to be a first. We'll see how it works. We will see. I know it works really good with all the other colors, but never done it with the shimmers. I'm sure it will be just fine. It's a different consistency to begin with. That's a hard word to say. Consistency. Say that 3 times fast. Okay, so it did water down nicely. It just needed a little bit more work than a regular chalk paste. So just scrape that off. I'm going to grab a wipe. And I'm going to dip it into, oh, I should have had a toothpick. Oh, you know what might work? The end of the detail tool. Perfect. Another use for it. So I'm just wiping the wooden ball with the gold shimmer. And then I'm going to flip it around and get the other end. It's actually going on really nice. I don't want it to be dark. I just want it to be really subtle. So that looks good. Oh. So what have you guys been doing? You keeping busy? Getting ready for fall? We had a bin here for the weekend. A big, huge bin, like a 15-yard bin. And got rid of a lot of stuff that was downstairs that we found that we just weren't using anymore when we cleaned out the craft area. And then lots of yard waste too, because hubby is tearing apart the front yard. Not like he doesn't have enough projects on the go, right? But now that that is done and taken care of, then we can concentrate on the craft room again. There really hasn't been a lot of progress since that picture I took, other than everything's out of the room now. But as soon as we get some progress, then I will be doing some pictures for you guys. I don't know if I'm just not seeing comments or Facebook is really, really acting up. I am not seeing anything, so I apologize if you're commenting. I'm going to go back in here again. If you are commenting, I am sorry, I can't see anything. I don't know why. Very, very strange, unless Facebook is doing another update. There always seems to be issues when Facebook's about to do an update. Okay, so we've got 4 done with the gold. I think that's going to be good there. I'm just going to put that aside. And let's do some shimmer red now. I'm not going to paint them all. I'm going to do a few of each one, and that way you can kind of see what it's going to look like when it's put together. So again, I'm just going to grab some chalk paste and some water and mix that. It almost looks like it's curdled when you first put the water in it, but then when you work it, it all incorporates with the water. All right, so let's get this next size. Or maybe I should do the smaller one. Let's do a smaller one, just so that the 2 shimmer pastes aren't side by side. I think that's going to be better. Oh, I'm loving this color. And you don't even have to do solid. I'm going to show you this. It's almost got an ombre effect on the bead. I hope you guys can see that. I kind of like that. Okay, this is driving me crazy that I can't see your comments. I'm really not ignoring you. I just can't see anything. So if you're here, hello. If you're watching this on replay, if you'd comment #replay, and then I can say hello to you. All right, so we'll do a couple more of these. And I'm getting this detail tool really dirty, but it's okay. It's silicone, so it's going to wash up nicely. It will be just fine. Turn that over. See, normally I would use a toothpick or a skewer, but this is so easy to hold that it's making it awesome. Okay, this will be the last one of this. And we'll put that aside. And maybe we'll leave a couple of them natural. I don't know. Get some orange. A little bit of water. Clean spatula. You always want to make sure you're using a clean spatula or you're not going to get the true color. All right, let's get another wipe. And just baby wipes will work for this. I love how easy it is to put color on with baby wipe. So the colors aren't bright and bold like their original color. They're just a watered down version. So a lot more subtle. Oh, and that one doesn't have a hole on the other end, so we won't be using that one. And that one doesn't. You want to have the holes big enough to put the twine through. And flip that. And we'll do one more. Flip that over. I'm going to clean this off because it's quite orange now. And now we'll do black and white. And I think I'll do the second biggest size in the black and then do the small ones in the white. Put that away. Get a clean squeegee. It's almost the consistencies of watercolor paint. That's what you want. So we'll do a couple of this one. And then a few of the smaller ones in white. Then we're going to work on some canvas, which will be very cool. Now flip that over. I want them to kind of look like they're washed out a bit. Now I'm going to really clean this because I'm going to go with white. So we'll grab another baby wipe here and get the white chalk paste. Now the white, we're not going to really be able to see it. It'll just be like a whitewash on the bead, but I think it'll still look good. Okay. You want to make sure that the holes are big enough to have the twine go through. Yeah, this is very, very faint. So I'm trying to come up with a recipe. Hubby and I are doing a bake-off this weekend. We're not going to tell the kids who made what, but the kids, and they don't even know this yet, the kids are going to judge the desserts without knowing who's made them. So that should be interesting. Hubby's actually really excited about it. Should be fun. Okay, so we're done with this. I'll put that one aside. Just going to clean this off quickly. Now I've already cut a piece of twine, and it is about 30 inches long. I'm not going to have it that long, but I need to, I need to tie a loop in the top, and then a section at the bottom to put a tassel on. And at the top, we're going to tie on a tag. So we've got this loop at the top, and I'm going to start off with one of the big beads and put that in. And squeeze both pieces in. And you want to make sure that the knot is big enough to stop this, the bead from going all the way through. So I need to do a double knot on here to get that bigger knot. So I'll just push that through. There we go. Now it should be fine. Okay, so now it's not going to come through. So we'll go with the next size. And then do an orange one. And then a red. And then thinking maybe a couple of these smaller ones. It's going to be very rustic looking. And then we'll go with another black. Actually, you know what? We're going to do the reverse order. So we'll go with the red and the orange. And then the black. And you can see that after a while your twine will start to separate. So just give it a twist to get it going back together again. And then we'll do a gold. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm going for, and I'm going to continue that pattern all the way to probably about, I'd say about here. I don't want it to be too long. And then I will do the little, like a tassel at the bottom. But we're going to put this aside because it's going to take a little while to get that done. And it's kind of like watching paint dry, and I don't want to bore you guys. So I will show you what it looks like when it's done. But that just gives you an idea of the process for this. So let's put this over there. Get rid of all of the garbage. And now we're going to get on to the fun part. I love this craft paper. You just fold it up and put it in the garbage. It's great. Okay. So the first one that we're going to do is the pick your own, oh, excuse me. Pick your own pumpkin. And, excuse me, the canvas that I'm using is just a drop cloth. You can buy the big 4x12 or whatever sheets at Home Depot or Lowe's, any of those places. And I'm using chalk today because I'm not going to be putting this in the washing machine, so it's just fine. I've just used chalk. I don't have to heat set it. It will work just great. So I'm going to do one side. And I'm just going to peel this off. And I'm just doing the pumpkin. So we can move it down a bit. I might do pick your own after and do kind of a curved little pillow. That would be cute. And we're going to do this in orange. So I've already got my orange peel here. I'm going to add a little bit of water to my chalk paste. It's a little bit thicker than I want. It should be yogurt sour cream consistency. And this is perfect. See how it kind of runs like that? Grab some chalk paste, and I've got a good amount on here. Now, I didn't fuzz the transfer because I want it to stick really well to the canvas. And we're going to need more. It really soaks into the canvas. Okay. All the way. I think you actually end up using more paste than you would ink. But I don't have orange in my ink. It just soaks right in. A little bit more. And squeeze that excess out of there. And we're going to peel this up and give it a good dry. Okay, I think I got it all covered. Perfect. I'm just going to put it back on here for a second. So now what you want to do is you want to dry it before you start cutting out the outline. Otherwise, you're going to get chalk paste everywhere. So we'll just hit it with the dryer. And it does dry really quick. Then we're going to glue it together and we're going to stuff it. Make sure it's good. And I probably shouldn't have put all of my paste over there because I've got my silicone mat for my glue stick here. Get that heated up. Okay, so now I'm going to cut out two pieces. I've got this one on the back, and I want to cut two the same size. So I've got my scissors here. And I'm cutting about 1/2 inch outside of the transfer area. Half inch, quarter inch. Totally your preference of how much you want your edge to be. And it doesn't have to be completely straight. I'm just going to cut up there. Just because it's such an awkward angle. And I think I just went closer than I wanted to on that one. That's okay. And come up from this side. And down. Now it'll end up getting frayed, but that just adds to the way it looks, which I kind of like. Okay, so we've got that one done. Now, I think we should do pick your own. I think that'll fit right at the top here. It'll be perfect there. We're going to do that in black. All the way across. And make sure you scrape the excess. Just need a little bit more there. All right. Lift that up. And then we're going to cut this the same that we did. Actually, maybe we'll just go straight across, because that way it's almost like a flat surface for it to sit on. You really should wait for it to dry, just so you don't make a mess. But this part I am going to do curved. All the way along the top here. There we go. Let's clean this up so we don't get this fuzzy stuff everywhere. This is really bad that I can't see comments. I'm going to have to come back in after and answer any questions that you guys might have. Let's put some lids on this stuff. All right, so now we've got our pieces cut out. This one looks, I'm going to have to cut the bottom. On this one. The back side was shorter than the front. And I'm just going to clean my hands off quickly because I have black ink all over them, or black chalk paste. Okay, let's put this together. We'll start with this one because it's fairly dry. And I'm going to put hot glue on the outside edge of this. But I'm going to leave the bottom section open so that I can stuff it and then glue it. Let's grab a glue stick, not a stir stick. And all right, it was on low, so it's going to just take a second to warm up. So we'll just, we can't even chat because I can't see any comments. This is terrible. Oh my goodness. That is not good. Come on. So you can do this with canvas. You could do it with wood if you have access to something to cut it out. You can cut out your own pumpkins. Here we go. So many different options. And this is, I'm going to actually lay this down and glue as I go, just because I feel like this glue is drying really fast. I think I might need to get a new glue gun. That will go on my birthday wish list. A new glue gun. I don't want extravagant gifts. I'd be happy. So we're just gluing as we're going. And that is sticking, so that's good. Do the top here. It is, I think this is on its last legs. I really do. Glue that. And then as soon as we get to the bottom, we're going to stuff it. And I'm not going to overstuff it, just a little bit so that it stands up. A little bit more. All right, let's get some stuffing here. And you can use polyfill or you can use cotton balls. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I had an old pillow form that was too small for what I intended, so I just ripped it open and I'm using that. That is simple, simple. And I think that's all I want to put in there. So I'm going to glue the rest. There we go. So the pumpkin is done. And now we'll do pick your own. And same thing, we're just going to glue the edges until we get to the bottom. All the way along. This one was much easier. Glue was a little bit warmer now. And I don't think I need a big opening here. Ouch. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a little bit of stuffing. This one's not going to take very much at all. Just a little bit more. My TV just turned on. That was weird. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this last section here. Press that down. There you go. All right, so now we have that, and that'll sit in the front of the tiered tray, and then I'll have this off to the side. And then I'll finish off the beads and show you guys what everything looks like all put together. Super fun. You could even do this with the kiddos. Be so cute. Add that to your Thanksgiving table or your fall decor, because pumpkins are for fall. That was it today. Wasn't anything fancy, and again, I apologize I couldn't see any comments, so after I clean this up I'll go back in and just double check that you guys didn't have any questions, and then I'll answer all those questions. All right, thank you so much for watching, and be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.